Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just going to be a little fun video that I'm way late to the game on. It is the, gosh, what am I even going to title this? One of my first orders from Sephora. This video was originally done by Taylor from Thataylaa, I think is how you pronounce her channel name. I feel like everyone pronounces it differently. Anyway, I'll leave her channel as well as her video linked down below. But basically, I'm just going to be walking you guys through some of my first online purchases, online and in-store purchases at Sephora. There is a way for you to see your in-store purchases as well as online, and when I was first starting to buy from Sephora, I was buying in-store a lot rather than online. So yeah, this is gonna be really fun to go through and kind of see how my makeup preferences have changed now that I've learned more about makeup and things like that. But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing some of my first purchases from Sephora, then just keep watching. Alright guys, so I'm actually going to start with my in-store purchases because I feel like most of my first purchases were in-store. So my first purchase from Sephora, at least with my VIB that I have saved in here, was made at a Sephora inside JCPenney. It was on June 8th, 2016, which I know that I had some more in store before then. I wonder if I didn't set up my VIB account until then. Regardless, the first one that is on here was made on May 28th, 2016. I got the Duo Eyelash Adhesive, which I actually hate that eyelash adhesive, but I also hate wearing eyelashes. I got the Sephora Collection False Eyelashes, which I actually remember this purchase. I really do. It was the first time I was buying false lashes, with the exception of Ardell ones that I bought for my 21st birthday. And I remember it was taking me the longest time to decide which eyelashes I should get. I also got the Sephora Collection. I got the first pair was in the type Flare, and then I also got the Sephora Collection False Eyelashes in Astonish. Both are still available now. And then I also purchased the Tarteist mascara. And I do remember that mascara was one of my first high-end mascaras. And I'm actually using a Tarteist mascara right now, but it was because I got it in a BoxyCharm or something like that. I liked the Tarteist mascara. I think I maybe went through two before I branched out and found other mascaras that I really loved, and now I refuse to pay more than $8 for mascara. So the only time I'll be using high-end mascara is if I get it in some sort of subscription service. So yeah, that was my first in-store purchase. And next we have one from June 8th of 2016, and I purchased the Makeup Forever Aqua XL Eye Pencil. And I remember I really wanted, for some reason I feel it was really on trend at that time to have either a light lavender or a light aqua in your eye, in your waterline. So I remember I was super excited to pick that up. I also picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown. I think I picked up, over the course of a couple months, I picked up 3 different brow pomades because I kept thinking that it wasn't my technique that was making my eyelashes look shitty, but it was my but it was the color. So I purchased 3 different colors, and then I finally just realized brow pomades are not for me and my skill level. Then I also purchased the Original Beauty Blender, which I also refuse to spend more than how much is the Morphe sponge? I think the Morphe sponge is $7 or $8. I refuse to spend more than $10, we'll say, on a beauty sponge, although I do really want to try the Fenty Beauty one. I feel when that first launched, everyone was obsessed with it, so I'm kind of interested in trying that one out. So that was the June 8th purchase. Then, oh gosh, this is a funny one, the next one. So on July 11th, I purchased the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Nude, which I still love that foundation. I have purchased 3 Born This Way foundations, and when I get through the one that I'm going through right now, I would definitely purchase another one. I think it's such a good foundation. It's such a great finish, and just I love that foundation. And then I also purchased the Benefit Roller Lash, which that was my tried and true mascara for such a long time. I think I went through 4 or 5 tubes of that, and I think it was right after that that I decided spending so much on mascara is just painfully killing me. So then I finally decided to switch over to drugstore mascara, and if you haven't yet, I would recommend doing that too. I also purchased the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in, like, this was in like the squeeze tube. Like, if you can see right here, I probably, when I'm editing this, you guys, won't take the time to post pictures on the screen because frankly I'm just too lazy for that. But I purchased that one and I feel like I may have ended up returning that because I don't remember ever using. I don't remember purchasing that, nor do I remember actually using it. And then this is the funny thing. I purchased the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Dark Warm because, there it is right there, I thought that I was going to use this to like cream contour. I don't remember who I saw do that, but I thought it was like the most brilliant thing ever, and that I thought that was the only way I was going to get like Kim Kardashian level contour. And at that point, I didn't realize that you were supposed to contour with cool tones. So naturally, I bought Dark Warm. I don't remember how I even like landed on that color. Needless to say, I just recently decluttered that concealer because I finally realized after like, I think I only attempted it like 2 times, but I realized that that color wasn't exactly going to work to cream contour. And I've since just decided that, first of all, I don't always love cream contouring. I'm using the Hoola, I'm currently panning the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick, which is okay, and I'm interested in trying the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks for cream contour, but other than that, I just kind of like to stay away from cream contour. And then I also picked up the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in Champagne Pop, which if you guys have been following my Roulette Pan collab, the first round, I tried to pan this and I only used it like 1 or 2 times. Like, I just cannot get through this product. I don't like the liquid highlights anymore unless it's the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. I still like those, but I'm going to try and hang on to this. Well, this is so old. It's probably well past expiration, but I'm trying to hang on to it through next summer to try and use it as like a body luminizer. But if I don't use it as a luminizer this summer, it's definitely gonna get the heck out of my collection. Okay, let's do like 2 more in-stores and then we'll go to my onlines. So on July 26th of 2016, I purchased another pair of the Sephora collection lashes, and this time I picked them up in Celebrity. I don't even remember if at this time I probably hadn't even tried the other lashes at this point. Or maybe I tried to stick them on my eyes and it went horribly and I lost them and needed another pair. Who knows? I also picked up the Smashbox LA Lights blush palette in Culver City Coral, which is currently the blush palette I have going in my finished 18 by 2018. And I just like can't get myself to use this either. This was one of the first, like I maybe had 1 blush at this time. And I just remember I wanted to get a blush palette because I wanted to have like, a bang for your buck with my blushes. It took me forever to decide on this blush palette. I remember like walking around the store, like it took me forever. I was like on a mission for blush that day. And it's like an okay palette, but I like just can't get myself to reach for it. I also purchased the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer, which I'm also sad to report that I still have in my collection. I don't know, like I'm sure it's well past expiration, but it doesn't seem expired. Some of you are probably horrified right now. I need to get through that so that it doesn't go totally bad on me. And then finally I picked up the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in Weirdo, which is a cream pale baby pink, and I actually forgot I had this in my collection until I recently did my lipstick declutter, and I may have actually ended up decluttering that because I just don't like the shade for me. So yeah. Okay, 1 more online. Okay, then the last in-store purchase we'll go through before jumping into my online orders was made on August 15th of 2016. I purchased the Josie Maron 100% pure argan oil. It took me forever to get through that oil because it is so moisturizing. If you need a moisturizing oil, I would definitely recommend that. Otherwise, I really like the fresh sea berry and buckthorn oil. That's a really great moisturizing oil. I picked up another ABH Dip Brow Pomade, and this time it was in the shade Auburn, which I did have pretty red hair at the time. But again, I literally have no skill when it comes to my brows, nor anything to do with makeup really. I also picked up the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Glow, the moisturizer. have a second one now in my collection. This is in the shade Sun Glow, but at the time they only had Nude Glow, which if I were to purchase this again, which I would consider, I would get Nude Glow because I just like that one better. I thought that this one would be kind of like a bronzing sort of moisturizer on me, but it just didn't work the way I wanted it to. I love the scent of this. It just like reminds me of the summertime. It reminds me of when I first purchased this. It's crazy how scents can like take you back to that time, but it reminds me of the summer. It smells like an orange creamsicle. I can specifically remember Nikki Tutorials recommending this, and I probably went out to the store that day to go buy it. So yeah, memories. Then I also picked up the Kat Von D Serpentina palette. And I still have the palette in my collection. I'm looking at it right now. I've literally probably used it one, maybe 2 times. Maybe. I was so excited to buy this palette. I remember like I saw it in store, I went home that day, and then I was like just kept thinking about it, so I had to go back to the store and buy it. And literally never used it. I remember looking at like the color story of this, you guys. I'm not gonna be able to, here. For a beginner in makeup, like what am I gonna do with this? Why did I want this so bad? Although I keep this around, you guys. I'm about to do a an eyeshadow palette declutter, and I guarantee I'm gonna keep this through the eyeshadow palette declutter because of this shade. And I like literally have never used this eyeshadow. I probably never will. Oh my god, it's literally so pretty. I like want to stare at this all day. It's so pretty. So anyway, that's another trip down memory lane. At the time I also purchased the ABH eyebrow brush number 12. I probably purchased it thinking like that would step up my brow game. I purchased it with that brow pomade, probably thinking that like that was the missing piece. No, I'm just, brow pomades, again, not for me. And then I also picked up the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Cream, and this is the one, here it is right here, it's the one that's actually in the tube. And I went through that whole concealer, and I would be really interested to see if I purchase that again now that I've tried like so many more concealers, what I would think of that concealer, because at the time I probably didn't realize it was a super full coverage and drying concealer from now what I remember, but I went through the whole thing. I bought it in color light 3 too, fair shell with warm undertone. I bet that didn't even match me at all. I wish I had like pictures of like every day back then of what my makeup looked like. And now I'll probably look back next year at this video and be horrified as to how my makeup looks now, but like this just makes me laugh. Okay, we're gonna jump into some online orders. Whoa, buddy. Lots of online orders. Oh, okay, so my very first Sephora purchase on this VIB account was actually an online order, and instead of 2016, it was in 2015, May of 2015. I don't even know what this could be. It's probably not even gonna load. I can't see what it is. Dang, I wonder when I can view details. Okay, lame, but it won't let me view the details of any past online orders until January 8th of 2017. But we'll go through a few. We'll go through a few for those of you who have stuck around this far into the video. On January 8th of 2017, I purchased the Glam Glow Firming Treatment Sonic Blue mask. This was when the like gravity mud mask was like all the rage at Sephora. Everyone was doing like their Snapchats with their like Tin Man face, so I wanted to be super cool and get the Sonic Blue one, and now I did end up using that the entirety of that mask. It wasn't my favorite mask though. Like I didn't feel like it did anything special for my skin, and it was just like annoying and hard to like remove and just a lot of work. So yeah, and then it looks like I redeemed quite a few things for my points. So then on January 16th, 8 days later, I ended up purchasing the Dr. Jart Ceramidin liquid, which I just recently repurchased the Ceramidin cream. I think the cream and the liquid are really good. If you have oily skin, I'd recommend the cream, or the liquid, and dry skin, I'd recommend the cream. If you want to splurge and you have really dry skin, if you do the liquid and then the cream over it, it's amazing. It will do incredible things for your dry skin. I think the Ceramidin cream is like a tried and true for me. I will forever repurchase it. Then on February 26th of 2017, I purchased the ABH Nicole Grail Glow Kit. I've considered decluttering this before, and every time I go to declutter it, I like swatch a couple of shades and then like put a little bit on my cheeks, and I just like can't bring myself to get rid of it because I think that I don't like it, and then like I'll put it away and then stop using it, and then I'll like go to declutter it and like immediately fall in love with it again. So I'm actually really glad that I still have that glow kit. I used to say I collect all ABH products, but their last palette they released, the Sultry palette, wasn't interested in. And then their last glow kit that they released, which was the Dream Glow kit, was like literally a glitter bomb. So I just like couldn't bring myself to keep that in my collection. So we'll see the next releases for ABH, but yeah. We'll just do a couple more here. On April 18th, oh, I bet this was a VIB purchase. Let's see. Oh, yes, it was. I remember this purchase. I purchased the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I was super excited about this because this was at the time where that foundation was getting so much hype, and I actually didn't end up loving that foundation. I did end up finishing that foundation this year, I think in a project pan, but it definitely wasn't my favorite to use. And then I got the Benefit Cosmetics Quickie Contour Stick, which I also have going in a project pan. I got the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask in Natural, which I've gone through. I love the Bite Beauty Agave lip masks. I also got the Marc Jacobs highliner in Mist Me, which is like a light lavender. I'm like super into lavender and aqua in the waterline, even though I act like I'm into it, but then like never do it. I also got the Marc Jacobs Enamored High Shine Lip Lacquer in Sugar Sugar. I just wore this yesterday when I was filming a video, and I like fell in love with that lip gloss. I love it. I think I'm gonna try and pan that lip gloss in my Finish 19 by 2019. I'm like coming up with my list of products that are going into next year's project pan, and I think that's gonna be one of them. I love that lip gloss. I thought that I didn't love it anymore, and then I wore it yesterday and I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, and that was the end of that order. And then April 24th 2017, I ordered the Korres Greek Yolk Foaming Cleanser. That is when my love for this foaming cleanser began. I had gotten it in a holiday set probably that I got during the previous Sephora VIB, fell in love with it, and then I purchased a full size. I also purchased the Beauty Blender Pro, the Black Beauty Blender at that time, and again, I refuse to spend $20 on beauty sponges anymore. Okay, and I think we will wrap it up there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. You'll have to let me know. You guys will have to go back into your accounts and look at some of your first purchases or online orders from Sephora and leave me a comment letting me know what they were. I think that'd be so fun to talk about in the comments. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do so before you go, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.